hell is going on here? Where's our air support? Get those forward guns going. Why aren't those rear batteries firing? Somebody get General Wilson on the horn!
Colonel Fury.
Doom, I'll have your head for this.
I have little time for your petty threats, Colonel. Surrender your ship now, or I shall destroy it.
Not on my watch.
This is a priority alert to all metahumans. UNN Alpha requests immediate assistance.
Thor, take care of those gunships. Spider-Man, draw them towards the stern.
Sure thing. I just love being a target.
Wolverine,
You
do
do
it.
it, Boy Scout. I don't take orders from you.
Soulless machine? How dare you strike the son of Odin?
Show off. Excuse me, is this the ferry to Staten Island? Looks like you could use some help. That dude scares me. What are you girls looking at?
Spider-Man.
Let's go do some superhero stuff.
Gentlemen, this is Colonel Nick Fury. I'm on the main bridge, but I'm not sure how long I'll last. Get here ASAP. Fury out.
Next time, I want to fight somebody who doesn't smell like
I was hoping to catch someone being a hero. Looks like I hit the jackpot! I'm working for the biggest group of villains this world has ever known. The Masters of Evil! That's the best part of all. We're led by the man himself. Dr. Doom, if you only knew. Cause Doom's got a plan that's gonna shake the heavens. You wanna get tough, punk? Good. 'Cause so do I.
Don't go wandering off.
Thanks for responding to my SOS so quickly. The helicarrier's under attack by a group of supervillains called the Masters of Evil. And to make matters worse, they're led by Victor Von Doom. My thoughts exactly. It's not important. I told you it's not important.
Colonel Fury, this is the Black Widow. The Masters of Evil have activated the launch cycle of our nuclear missiles. I need help if they are to be stopped.
Help is on its way, Black Widow. Fury out. Team. Just one of those missiles could level an entire city. Failure is not an option. You have to get to the launch bay and stop them. Spider-Man. Didn't expect you to be one of the first to show up.
What? In this riding on the helicarrier? This beast has got to be the biggest waste of taxpayer money in history. Hey, you guys have any plans to make a flying Mount Rushmore? Seriously, that would totally rock.
It started when radar detected distant ghost images. They disappeared, so we figured it was just an atmospheric disturbance. We knew. When they hit us, it was a complete surprise. They took out our main weapon batteries and our fighter bays in a matter of seconds. They thwarted every attempt we made to counterattack. They're a group of supervillains, led by Dr. Victor Von Doom. There's been sightings of dozens of major criminals. Ultron, Baron Mordo, just to name a couple. I'd expect nothing less from an organization headed by Doom. The Black Widow is my second in command. She goes where I go. And that training has proven invaluable. I've never met a soldier who's calmer or more resourceful than he in battle. We were hit pretty hard in the initial attack. We took out our forward batteries and damaged half our fighter bays. Yes, to make matters worse, they've destroyed 2 of our primary engines. We're near the limit. If they damage any additional systems, we're gonna make a real big crater. Carry on.
Don't go wandering off. Next time, I want to fight somebody who doesn't smell like old cheese. Don't go wandering off. Let's stay together, people.
Elektra.
Show no mercy. Sure.
Next time, I want to fight somebody who doesn't smell like old cheese. All right. That's right. I won. Hear me.
I've just been informed that one of the nuclear missiles launched. I thought I told you to destroy both consoles. All right. You're going to have to activate the self-destruct for that missile. Get to the navigation room on the double.
This is a surprise. Just how many times have I got to kill you, sweetheart?
You got lucky during our last battle, Bullseye, and you know it. Now get out of the way. I need to use that computer.
Ah! You think you're gonna stop that missile I launched? You can't use that computer without getting the access card away from me!
I don't think that'll be much of a problem.
You're making me laugh, doll. Tell me before I waste you again. How'd you come back to life?
It's a long story involving some very good friends, like Stick. Damn it.
Ah, I knew old DD would be involved somehow. When I'm done with you, I'm gonna settle things with him once and for all.
You'd better just concentrate on the here and now, Bullseye, because you're in for a rude awakening.
Next time, I want to fight somebody who doesn't smell like old cheese.
Colonel Fury, the Masters of Evil are attacking our stabilizing engines. There's too many for me to stop alone.
Black Widow, do not engage the enemy. I want you out of there immediately. Team, double time it and save that engine.
That was my fault, I'm afraid. Fortunately, I was not harmed.
Black Widow, I specifically ordered you not to engage the enemy.
I am sorry, sir. It was unavoidable.
Very well. At least you're safe. Team, you have to stop the enemy from destroying the engine. If they're successful, the helicarrier is finished.
Spider-Woman.
I'm looking forward to this.
Am I glad to see you. Someone named the Winter Soldier hacked into our network. He managed to trap several of us with our own security force fields. Can you unlock the system? Go to the security console and reboot the system. It'll take 2 of your team members to activate it. Watch out for traps. Winter Soldier may have put laser tripwires along the way. If you walk through them, a bomb will be triggered. Thanks for setting us free. Being trapped in our own rooms was kind of an embarrassing situation. Good luck. Be careful.
Next time, I want to fight someone.
Now you are trapped. We will teach you the true meaning of pain.
You made a big mistake coming here.
One you aren't ever gonna have a chance to repeat. You're in for a world of surprise, my friend. The Masters of Evil have teamed its members up in combinations that even your combined powers can't handle.
Yes. All the better to crush our enemies.
Good. At least you've got guts. I hate fighting cowards.
Yes, I too enjoy a good battle. Now, let the fight begin!
Radioactive man, Winter Soldier, report. Why haven't you destroyed that stabilizing engine yet?
Sorry. We got a little carried away, but we're on it. Lower the force fields and let's clear out of here.
It is lucky for you we must depart. I was just getting warmed up. But we will meet again, I promise you.
Got it.
I told you they'd follow. They're as predictable as the sunrise.
Come then, heroes. Follow us a bit further.
We're up here. Now you've had it.
Yes. Let us see how you fare against this force. Attack!
Now you know better than to... Now you know better than to mess with a ninja.
You are too late. In a matter of moments, the Winter Soldier will have unlocked the security code for this gun. Then, we shall fire it into the engine.
Don't you understand? You can't defeat the Masters of Evil. We're just too powerful. Abandon ship while you still can.
He has a plan that will give us all enough power to live like kings for an eternity.
Quiet, Chen. You've already said too much.
Ah! It does not matter. They will not live to tell anyone.
Why don't we make sure of that?
Well done. Wish there was time to rest, but we've got big trouble on our hands. I'm going to activate a lift nearby you. Take it. I'll I'll explain the situation when you arrive. There's no time to waste. The Masters of Evil have unleashed some huge creature that's attacking our primary engines. If it succeeds, we're all dead.
All too easy. Did you?
battle I've ever seen, but you saved the helicarrier. Thanks, team. When you're done in that area, come back to the bridge. We're moving everyone to Stark Tower before we begin our next mission. Come back to the bridge, and you'll find out.
Yeah.
Why is he always late?
Hello, team. Welcome to Stark Tower, my pride and joy. It's 40 stories of heaven on Earth.
Huh. It's amazing what you can do with just a few $1 billion.
We are now a team? Yes. I've been empowered by S.H.I.E.L.D. to create a task force to stop the Masters of Evil. But the helicarrier was so badly damaged that it can't be used as a headquarters. Fortunately, Tony is willing to let us stay here for the duration. It has all the facilities we'll require.
Believe me, it's no problem at all. And I called in a few old friends to help us out. Feel free to walk around and meet them.
I'd suggest you meet Hank Pym first, since he's in charge of equipment. The Vision is here as our information officer.
Great. We got a computer to talk to the computers for us.
When you're ready to go on a mission, talk to Wyatt Wingfoot. He'll take you there in one of my Quinjets.
Speaking of that, what is our next mission, Colonel?
I recently received a radio transmission from Dum-Dum Dugan requesting that I come to the Omega base. But there was something questionable in his message.
You think it might be a trap?
Maybe. I can't be sure. For more information, talk to the Black Widow.
Sir, there's a Harold Hogan on line 2 for you.
Hi, my name's Hank Pym. Dr. Hank Pym. I've heard you're going to the Omega base. If you see my cybernetic helmet, could you bring it back to me? How are you doing, Spider-Man?
Not so good. I had lunch at Taco Hut. You might want to keep your distance.
I was working on a new version of my cybernetic helmet. Then Captain America called and said you guys could use somebody with a little technical know-how. Hey, I'm glad to be helping out. Besides, I was getting bored working in the lab all day. Oh yeah, and that's where I was working on my cybernetic helmet. It's a real nice facility. I didn't see a whole lot because of security, but I do know there's a team working with gamma bombs, and I think a new study is being done on the super soldier drug. Come back anytime. We're always open.
Greetings. My name is Vision. I will be your primary source of information concerning any persons or locales you might encounter. Unfortunately, my line to the S.H.I.E.L.D. database has a security issue. Would you retrieve a decryption module from Black Widow and bring it to me? The acronym stands for Strategic Hazard Intervention, Espionage and Logistics Directorate. Its primary responsibility is counterterrorism for the world. Operating under the jurisdiction of the United Nations, S.H.I.E.L.D. is expected to deal with any threat to the security of the world's population. That designation has been used several times over the years, but it is not associated with any particular group of villains. Dr. Doom has assembled dozens of the world's most notorious supervillains, not the least of which is Ultron and Baron Mordo. Victor Von Doom was raised in the tiny European country of Latveria. The untimely death of his parents made Doom vengeful towards the world. A genius, he attended Empire State University. Unfortunately, Doom performed a dangerous experiment that resulted in an explosion. As a result, Doom was expelled. Bitter, he traveled the world until he met Tibetan monks who created his first suit of armor. Doom then returned to Latveria, where he overthrew the government and proclaimed himself ruler. The Black Widow was a Russian spy who defected several years ago. Upon joining S.H.I.E.L.D., she rose quickly through the ranks until she became Colonel Fury's #1 operative. There is nothing on her S.H.I.E.L.D. record to indicate otherwise. Why, do you ask? I am glad to be of assistance.
Hello, my name is Black Widow. I am second in command to Colonel Fury. Dum-Dum Dugan recently sent a suspicious radio message. He requested Colonel Fury visit the Omega base immediately for an update on the super soldier serum. Dugan said Dr. Banner would give the report. The odd thing being Dr. Banner is not on the super soldier project. Since we don't know the situation, you are to sneak aboard the base and locate Dugan. From there, we'll determine the best course of action. When you are ready to go, talk to Wyatt Wingfoot. He will take you in a Quinjet. The offer was initially made after a SHIELD operation, where I switched identities with a countryman of mine, Yelena Belova. Yes, the blonde one. I declined the offer, but as we all know, Colonel Fury can be very persistent. It is a huge mobile SHIELD research facility that is several stories tall. Yes, it is used to field test some of our most highly classified experiments. My apologies. I should have given it to him as soon as we arrived. Please, take this to him. You are quite welcome.
It's good to see you. Welcome to the team. Yes, we're a SHIELD task force created to investigate the Masters of Evil. It's our mandate to stop Doom and his army before they cause any serious damage. SHIELD is an international organization. We belong to no one and to everyone. With the helicarrier seriously damaged, we had to find a different base of operations. Tony Stark offered the use of these facilities. Exactly. Well, I'm surprised to be here. You see, Stark Industries and SHIELD recently had a falling out. Yes, Stark recently stopped developing weapons for us. As you can imagine, we were less than enthusiastic. SHIELD tried applying pressure, both legal and not so legal. But I gotta hand it to Stark. He held his ground even though he's lost billions. Anytime.
Sure. Hello, Elektra. I didn't think you'd make it.
I can't let you have all the fun, Black Widow.
You are quite welcome.
Sure.
Spider-Woman, welcome to the team.
Hi, Natasha. Congratulations on becoming second in command for Colonel Fury.
You are quite welcome.
Miss Bambi and Miss Heather are still waiting for you in the main lobby, Mr. Stark.
Invisible Woman.
Time to kick some bad guy booty.
Yeah. Got it.
Mr. Stark, there's a
Yeah.
Harold Hogan on
All
line
right.
2 for you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the decryption module. Now I can patch directly into the SHIELD database. I am glad to be of assistance. Greetings, Mrs. Richards. I trust your son is well.
Franklin's just fine, Vision. A little too busy for his own good, but boys will be boys.
I am glad to be of assistance.
Yeah.
Warning. A small thermonuclear device is missing, and this was last seen in the weapons lab. President is on line 5, Colonel Fury. Miss Bambi and Miss Heather are still waiting for you in the main lobby, Mr. Stark. Johnny Storm would like you to announce that today is Ben Grimm's 65th birthday. Happy birthday, Mr. Grimm.
Hi, the name's Wyatt Wingfoot. In case you didn't know, I'm your pilot while you're here at Stark Tower. We'll be taking the Quinjet when you're ready to leave your mission. Sure. What do you need? Discreetly. As in, don't let Fury know? Yeah, I can do that. Give me a little bit. I think I know just the person to ask. There's a hacker I know. He's kind of an oddball, but I think he's up to the challenge. If you don't mind me asking, whose laptop is this? So, you think Natasha's up to something, eh? Maybe working for the other team.
Red Ralston is on line 6.
Stark needed a pilot, and he knows I've flown for the Fantastic Four. So I guess he figured I had the skills. I was roommates with Johnny Storm back in college. He introduced me to the group, and after a while, they started inviting me on missions. It's a high-tech jet developed by Stark's company. It's usually used by the Avengers. It's undetectable to radar, can take off and land itself. Heck, it'll even dial the phone for you. Plus, it's got the latest in jet engine technology. This thing will get you around the world in no time. Anytime at all.
Heather are still waiting for you in the main lobby, Mr. Stark. Johnny Storm would like... Mr. Stark, there's a Harold Hogan on line 2 for you. Mr. Stark, there's Miss Bambi
Hi.
and
It's good to
Miss
see you.
Heather here in the
Let's
main
not get
lobby
all
to
formal.
see you.
Call me Wyatt.
We're close to the landing zone, so I'll be brief. Dum Dum Dugan recently sent a suspicious radio message requesting I meet him at the Omega base for a report on the latest super soldier serum.
What's so suspicious about that?
Dr. Banner was to give the report. The only thing is, Banner has been working on the Gamma Bomb project, not the super soldier serum. Dugan would never make a mistake like that. Something's up.
What is the Omega base?
It's a mobile lab that's over 5 stories tall. We use it for field testing experiments.
Oh, S.H.I.E.L.D.'s the greatest. Flying aircraft carriers, office buildings on wheels. Oh, please tell me you've got a tunnel that runs from New York to Tokyo.
Spider-Man, this is serious. Colonel, is there anything on board the Omega that would be considered dangerous?
If the contents of that vehicle were to fall into the wrong hands, it would be disastrous for all mankind.
Exactly what are you developing that could threaten the entire planet?
That's classified.
So it's all right for us to save the vehicle. We just can't know what's going on there.
Correct. Now, if I may continue, the team's mission will be to sneak on board the Omega and locate Dugan. He should be able to bring you up to speed on the situation. Any questions? All right, good luck.
Good. One thing I want to point out. You now have a shield. It's an experimental device that'll let you transport instantly back to headquarters whenever you want. Okay. Good luck in there. Let me know when you want to leave. Quiet out.
Team, satellite recon shows the Omega base is now on a collision course with Vondrak Dam. Thousands of lives are now in danger. You must stop the Omega at all costs. Fury out.
Good. They sent a team. I was afraid I'd been a little too clever with my message to the Colonel. Someone used the base's ventilation system to spread a knockout gas. When I woke up, Dr. Doom demanded I bring Colonel Fury here. If I refused, he was going to ram the Omega into the Vondrak Dam. Well, there's no time to waste. Get me to the engineering control room. From there, I'll override navigation and stop this monstrosity.
Next time, I want to fight somebody who has the
Okay.
Team, I just had a thought. The section you're in contains the primary drivetrain. If you could disable it, the Omega base would be forced to switch to the secondary drive. Not much, but it'd give you more time to reach the top of the base. Doom? I can't do anything from this control room. Not to worry, there's a control room just ahead. Hopefully Doom left it alone. Get me there, we should be fine.
Let's stay together. Okay. Let's stay together. Sure.
Finally a challenge. The shield soldiers are no match for my battle suit. It is wise that you fear me. For with my recent upgrades, I could crush you all like grapes, and you are destined to lose. For I will not let you stop the Omega base. Very well. Then come, comrade. Let us battle.
Well done, team. Now, let's see about stopping this behemoth. Blasted. All controls have been locked down, except those on the upper bridge. Correct. We'll have to reach the top deck and stop the Omega base from there. Sounds like a plan. Good luck.
This should be interesting.
Certainly. Did you?
Is everyone all right?
The only route left is along the exterior of the Omega.
Pleasant dreams.
easy.
My target's down.
Mind if I do my...
Okay, what now?
Before you go to the top, we got a couple of new concerns you might want to address. Security shows some very sensitive labs have been broken into. One lab contains a device known as the neural inhibitor, and another has plans that could be used to upgrade Ultron.
Keep close, team.
Sure.
This should be interesting. Form up on me.
All right.
So, the reports were right. There is a team of superheroes on the Omega base. Well, let's see if this doesn't slow you down.
And stay down.
Hey! Can any... Am I glad to see you? What the heck is going on around here? There was a huge explosion, and then I couldn't open this door. I'm fine. I just hope... Wait a minute. Did you say the Omega is under attack? We have to stop it. If that dam is destroyed, thousands of people will be killed in the flood. Not to mention, those must be the results of the super soldier experiment I've heard about. Scientists are attempting to recreate the experiment that gave Captain America his strength. So far, apparently, all they've created are those giants you've seen.
Team, you must be making the Masters of Evil nervous. My security panel shows a gamma bomb has just been activated. You gotta shut it down or all life in a 2-mile radius will be destroyed.
Well, it just so happens I'm kind of a specialist on gamma bombs. Take me to the primary lab and I'll see what I can do. The auxiliary lab and re-establish the safety interlock. Hello, do you have a question? It's a drug that was developed during World War II in hopes of creating soldiers that were stronger and faster than normal humans. Yes. Unfortunately, there's something very special about his physique. The drug won't work properly on anyone but him. I've been working with a team that's developing a smaller, more powerful gamma bomb. Teams aren't allowed to know what each other are doing. Heck, just walking into the wrong section can get you court-martialed, even if you're a civilian. S.H.I.E.L.D. runs this place. They live for all that cloak and dagger stuff. Glad to be of help.
Sometimes, I don't know my own strength.
Let me see it. Yes, I was able to shut down the gamma bomb. We're safe. That was close. That sucker detonated everything within a 2-mile radius would have been destroyed. Sounds good to me. I'm no superhero.
Sometimes, I don't know my own strength.
Mysterio! Jeez, it's good to see you. Still got a fishbowl for a head, I see.
Spider-Man, do you always have to be a half-wit?
Ooh, now that hurt. And speaking of getting hurt, step away from those plans before I have to get medieval on you.
You idiot. Why do you think S.H.I.E.L.D. has plans for Ultron?
I thought everyone had them. I got some this morning in a box of cereal.
These plans are upgrades. The good guys want to capture Ultron so they can rewrite his programming and turn him into a S.H.I.E.L.D. weapon.
That's impossible. Ultron is sentient. Reprogramming him is illegal.
Yes, it is. But all I care about are these plans. Ultron wants them for the weapon upgrades.
If your Ultron gets weapon upgrades, then my Ultron will want weapon upgrades, and that just won't do.
I've heard enough of your babbling.
Don't go wandering off.
All right.
All right.
Sometimes I don't know my own strength.
Don't wander off.
Okay.
Don't wander off.
Sure.
Enemy unit sighted!
Form up on me.
Watch out! There's an AIM helicopter patrolling the deck! I tried to take it out with this anti-aircraft gun, but it's just too fast! Yeah, at the other end of the deck. But you can't seriously think you're gonna take that chopper out.
All too easy.
Who's next? My target's down.
You could just surrender. It's down.
Boy, am I glad to see you guys. I've been trying to unlock the door to the bridge, but a helicopter keeps strafing the deck. Can you give me a hand? Sounds like a plan. All I ask is that you take the helicopter out quick. I don't think I'm gonna last long out in the open. Got it. The door to the bridge is open. Thanks for the assist. I would have been Swiss cheese if you hadn't taken that helicopter out. You'll get no argument from me. I've had enough excitement for one day.
Okay. What now?
If you say so.
Next time, I want to fight somebody who doesn't...
I'm afraid you have no other option. Now, to defeat this prince, you'll receive an electrical shock for every incorrect answer you give. Let's begin, shall we? How far is the Earth from the Sun? Oh, that's a lucky guess! What is the half-life of strontium-90? No! How could you have known that? Weight of the body is not a subatomic particle. Somehow you're cheating! The deal is off! You tricked me somehow! Guards, attack!
Ultimate overload!
You did a good job on the Omega Base, team. You saved thousands of lives and billions of dollars in SHIELD equipment. Yes, a device known as the Mutant Amplifier. It magnifies a mutant's natural powers. Until we locate Doom's base, nothing. And since all we're doing is cooling our heels, I want you to investigate a report that there's a riot taking place in Atlantis. See Wyatt Wingfoot, and he'll take you to SHIELD's Atlantis outpost. Or if you'd like more information, talk to the Black Widow.
Colonel Fury, Red Room is on line 6. Warning, a small...
Welcome, and good day to you. I am Edwin Jarvis, personal butler to Mr. Anthony Stark. This area is where Mr. Stark carries out the research and development of his Iron Man suit. As you can imagine, the body armor has become so complex that a staff of technicians is required. You may walk around and inspect the facilities. I believe you'll already find several of your compatriots here.
Yeah. The name's Jack Hammer, but you can call me Weasel. Everyone does. Yeah, and don't worry, I came in through the back. No one saw me. Wyatt Wingfoot gave me a damaged laptop. Said you heroes wanted to know what data was on it. Yeah, that laptop holds security information for a building called the Imperium. I can find out, but you'll have to get me the password into S.H.I.E.L.D.'s priority files. Oh, there's 3 possibilities. Jacob Fury, Baron Strucker, or Gabriel Jones. Talk to Vision. He'll be able to help.
No problem.
Mr. Stark, there's a Harold Hogan on line.
Welcome back from the Omega Base, Mrs. Richards.
Hello, Vision. It's a lucky thing we ran into Dr. Banner, for that gamma bomb would have detonated.
I know it's a name Colonel Fury would just as soon forget. Jacob Fury was so jealous of his older brother's success that he turned to a life of crime. Yes, and to make matters worse, the Colonel was forced to kill Jacob. So you can see why Colonel Fury does not care to dwell on that name. I would suggest you talk to the Black Widow about that name. Namor is the first known hybrid of Homo sapiens and Homo mermanus, humans and merpeople. He can breathe water and air, but if he's away from water too long, he will begin to weaken. As with most merpeople, he has an inborn distrust of surface dwellers, and true to his belligerent nature, Namor can take his distrust to the extreme. The Atlanteans are distant cousins to your race. Having evolved on the ocean floor, it is impossible for them to breathe air. Because they live in the extreme conditions of the ocean, merpeople are very hardy. They are stronger than humans, can swim up to 30 miles per hour, and live to be over 150 years of age. I am glad to be of assistance.
Okay.
Mr. Stark, there's a Harold Hogan on line 2 for you.
We just received a message from Namorita, the cousin of Namor. Apparently, there is a riot going on in Atlantis, unknown. But for some reason, the Atlanteans have forcibly removed Namor from his throne, yes. Which means something is seriously wrong. See Wyatt when you are ready to go to S.H.I.E.L.D.'s outpost in Atlantis. You are... Elektra, Black Widow. We do not know. He has been a fair and just ruler for many years. The people love him, perhaps. But Namor has always been kind to his people. There has to be some other explanation for this mass hysteria. When merpeople and surface dwellers first met, there was quite a bit of hostility. There were even several invasion attempts. The relationship between our two races is lukewarm at best. The merpeople prefer to keep us at arm's distance. Once you reach our Atlantis outpost, you will be infected with a special nanotechnology. Mr. Fantastic and Dr. Pym had a hand in developing it. It will allow you to breathe water with no discomfort. You will also be able to move along the bottom of the ocean, as if you were moving on dry land. I would not say that name too loud. He is a leader of Hydra, and a longtime nemesis of Colonel Fury. You should ask Colonel Fury about Mr. Jones. You are quite welcome.
Sure.
Mr. Stark, there's a Harold Hogan.
Hello, Spider-Woman.
Hello, Black Widow.
You...
Yeah.
Mr. Stark, there's Miss Bambi
Well done on the Omega mission. Will you have the same success in Atlantis? SHIELD's directive is to keep the world peace. To do that, we have to monitor the activities of every major civilization. I'm sure they wouldn't be too happy, and that's why they aren't going to find out about it. We realize now that Doom had no intention of commandeering the helicarrier. They attacked to draw additional security forces there. Correct. The Omega and the experiments it held was their prime objective all along. Dugan's still trying to sort things out, but apparently the base sustained only minor damage. Yes, they've been locked in a cold storage unit on level 3. Aside from some minor cases of frostbite, everyone was fine. Gabe? Heck yes. He's a great guy. Back in the day, he was one of my Howling Commandos. He still is. Gabe's one of my top advisors. He saved me from making serious mistakes more times than I care to remember. You're welcome.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks. When you get back from Atlantis, I'll have all the information you need. Sure. Anytime.
Ah, splendid. You located the missing cufflink. It was a gift from Miss Virginia Potts when she had been Mr. Stark's secretary. My name is Edwin Jarvis, and I'm Mr. Anthony Stark's butler, as well as the butler for the Avengers. You could say it runs in my blood. My mother and father worked for Mr. Stark's parents. It is a dream of Mr. Stark's that was 4 years in the making. The top 3 floors are his living quarters. The rest of the building houses his business interests. No, not any longer. Mr. Stark recently had a change of heart concerning that particular field of industry. This is primarily where new Iron Man suits are built for Mr. Stark. Oh, indeed he does. But as his designs have grown more and more complex, he has required assistance in manufacturing them. It was my pleasure.
I know seeing the Super Soldier project has raised some concerns about S.H.I.E.L.D., but let's get all the facts before we cause any trouble. I think S.H.I.E.L.D. has a lot to deal with, and sometimes it makes mistakes. But historically, it's done a great job of keeping the peace. I saw they were testing out a new version of the Super Soldier Serum, the same type of drug that gave me my strength and agility. Yes, during World War II, I volunteered for Operation Rebirth. It was a program for creating physically superior soldiers. I exceeded their expectations. Unfortunately, Dr. Erskine, the man who developed the drugs, was killed, and no one's been able to recreate his work. I have to admit, things sound kind of suspicious. Like, why was she carrying that laptop during the attack on the helicarrier? No, I'd need a lot more evidence before I'd say something like that about the Black Widow. Anytime, friend.
I must admit, I find news of a S.H.I.E.L.D. outpost near Atlantis very intriguing. Now I know the extent S.H.I.E.L.D. is willing to go to gather information on countries with closed borders. Indeed, it does. And now I wonder if perhaps S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't have an outpost hidden there. We have the largest deposit of vibranium in the world. To open our borders would be an invitation to those who would conquer us. Over the centuries, fools have tried. But the Black Panther is always there to stop them. Indeed I am. Victor Von Doom has created a sizable army of supervillains. I don't know, but Doom must have a truly grand scheme to risk attacks on the helicarrier and the Omega base. You are quite welcome.
Stark Tower's a beauty, isn't she? I consider her one of my greatest achievements. No problem. Our little task force needed a base, so it seemed like the thing to do. I wasn't worried about the cost. That is, until S.H.I.E.L.D. and I had our little disagreement. More like they had trouble with me. I wanted out of the weapons business. I can't tell you how many breach of contract suits they filed. That was just the beginning. Suddenly I had trouble getting building permits, filing patents. Don't get me started on how my taxes changed. I'm not sure exactly. One morning I realized I needed to do more than just amass wealth. I wanted to help people, and weapons aren't that helpful. You really don't need that many billions to get by. No, my life's taking a new course. I want to be remembered for helping lives, not destroying them. Anytime, my friend. Anytime at all.
I've heard people complaining about S.H.I.E.L.D. since we got back from the Omega. And I'm telling you, it's gotta stop. I trust Nick Fury. He's pulled my fat out of the fire more times than I can remember. Look, Fury does what he has to keep the world safe. He ain't always got the luxury of playing by the rules. I've known her for a while. She's always been good in a fight. And Fury trusts her. Unless that meathead Weasel comes up with better evidence, I ain't believing nothing against the Black Widow. Of course I am. He's been loyal to me. After all the trouble I had with the Hand recently, I owe Fury my life 12 times over. Let's just say that evil bunch of psychos got hold of me and turned me into their assassin. It caused a lot of people a lot of pain. But Fury helped me out, kept me alive, and I'll never forget that. Sure thing, bub.
Mr. Stark, there's a Harold Hogan on line 2 for you. Mr. Stark, there's Miss Bambi and Miss Heather here.
Could I ask a big favor of you? Would you ask Dr. Pym if he could take a look at the Quinjet's data feed to Stark Tower? It cuts out every once in a while. Are you kidding? Mr. Stark built this jet as tough as they come. No problem. She's completely submersible. Anytime at all, friend.
Warning. A small thermonuclear device is missing, and Deadpool was last seen in the weapons lab.
Ah, my cybernetic helmet. Thanks. I owe you one. The mutant amplifier vastly augments any mutant's natural power. So a psychic that can lift a book will become powerful enough to lift a bus. Yes, but it has some serious side effects. The amplifier causes damage to the DNA of any mutant it's used on. Not much. The serum's only worked on Captain America. There's something very peculiar about his physique. That, plus the doctor who originally developed it, is dead. He'd wind up with a bunch of muscle-bound beasts, just like you saw in the Omega. They're psychotic, violent, and unable to take orders. Not exactly what you'd want from an army. Ah, that's right. The Quinjet's comm line to the Stark Tower was cutting out. I'll take care of that right away. Ah, there's no problem at all.
Mr. Stark, there's a Harold Hogan on line 2 for you. Mr. Stark, there's Miss Bambi and Miss
It's good to see you.
in the main lobby to see you.
Listen up, people. We've been sent here to investigate a situation in Atlantis.
What kind of situation we talking about here, Cap?
An hour ago, Namorita sent a message saying a riot's taking place. A crowd broke into the throne room of Atlantis and dragged Namor off his throne.
Why would the Atlanteans riot? They love Namor.
I don't know. Namorita had to stop transmitting before she could give any details.
How are we to handle a mission in the undersea conditions of Atlantis?
There's nanotechnology at this outpost that will let us breathe and move normally through the water. I want to remind you, the Atlanteans aren't exactly big fans of us surface dwellers.
What if they become violent?
Defend yourselves. We have to help Namor any way we can. He's a valuable ally. That's it. Let's be careful out there.
It's game time.
Good. Locate the nanochamber and activate it. Once the nanites are in your bloodstream,
seek to invade our home. Yes, Namor is a friend of the surface dwellers. And for that, he had to pay. Now, you will too.
All right. Sure.
Gone. I require no aid. My people are under some type of mind control. I must save them.
Namor, you have to rest. Here, take this medicine. Don't worry. The drug only rendered him unconscious. He's in no condition. If you went to the ancient temple of Negretti, you'd find seaweed I can use to heal Namor. My people are being brainwashed by devices called sonic emitters. It's part of Atuma's scheme to steal the throne from my cousin. He's a barbarian chief who's always thought he was destined to conquer Atlantis. Looks like he might be right. Hi, is there something I can do for you? It all happened so fast. One minute I was in the throne room with Namor. The next thing I knew, a throng of angry Atlanteans burst in and carried him off. No, I think he was afraid of injuring his people. Yes, I'm sure it was Atuma's idea. Only he would want to humiliate Namor like that. Probably for the same reason you're not. Because of the human portion of our genetics. To be precise, I'm the clone of a hybrid. He's a barbarian who believes he's destined to become the ruler of Atlantis. Oh yes, but Atuma's always failed. The only success he's had is when he helped kill Namor's bride. A long time ago. No problem.
You've got that right. The Guardians are trained to protect the temple against all invaders. Surface dwellers in particular. You need to find an extremely rare plant known as Whalic seaweed. It's very valuable and will be well protected.
Did you? Take it. The priests of the temple use them to open locks.
You won't win if you keep falling down.
Namorita, here's the ingredients you asked for. How's Namor?
He'll be much better now that I have this.
What has happened? And what are you doing here, Sue Richards?
We came to help you, Namor. Your old enemy, Attuma, has stolen your throne and enslaved Atlantis.
Though I am pleased to see you, I have no need for your help. I am quite capable of dealing with Attuma on my own.
You're still very weak. Please, just this once, let us help you.
Atlantis is my responsibility. I'll not let outsiders protect her.
We've been friends a long time, Namor. Trust me when I say that you need to rest. Let us handle Attuma.
I do value your counsel, Sue. For you are as wise as you are beautiful. And though I am loath to admit it, I am not at the peak. Very well. I will allow it. Once again, Sue, you have proven to be one of the few surface dwellers I consider a friend. Perhaps there is some way I can thank you.
You don't have to thank me, Namor. Just be sure to get some rest. Come on, team. Let's find Attuma and set Atlantis free.
You're near the sonic emitters. They're what's making the Atlanteans so violent. Be very careful now. Attuma would not leave the devices unguarded.
Mind if I do my happy dance?
I believe these surface dwellers intend on destroying the sonic emitter.
Then these humans are as foolish as they are weak, my cousin. They stand no chance against our combined might.
True, but I do savor a chance for battle. I grow bored guarding these devices.
As do I. But acting as guards has put us in Attuma's good graces. And that puts us...
And down the road, who is to say what might happen to King Attuma, eh, cousin?
My feelings exactly. Now let us dispose of these interlopers and prove to Attuma just...
Ultimate overload!
Next time, I want to fight somebody who doesn't smell like old cheese.
Got it.
Should have come. Next time you see me, run.
Sure. You could just surrender.
Thank you. You have saved my life. I am forever. No, I must repay you.
Here is the combination to a safe located in a nearby sunken submarine. Please, use it and take...
My turn. This is the...
Eventually return to normal. Now you should get to the throne room of Atlantis as fast as you can. Yes, and who knows what he'll do when he finds out you're ruining his plans.
Okay.
I had fun. Did you?
Look, Attuma. These must be the ones who've been causing you so much trouble. Indeed. And they will pay for their transgressions. Your devotion to Namor is pitiful, surface dwellers. He is lost, and as foretold in the Atlantean Chronicles, I will be the ruler of it.
Don't worry about these idiots, Attuma. Your loyal minions are more than happy to take care of them. If you say so.
That's right. I will. Fear me.
Best we can do.
Enter my throne room, surface dwellers. Kneel before the king of Atlantis. Fools! You will pay for your insolence!
Let me teach them a lesson, Attuma.
No. We will work together, Tiger Shark, and we will make them pay. transgressions against the King of Atlantis. Face the Atlanteans after what we did. It was the Masters of Evil. They helped it probably. There's a lot there to search through.
Sure.
Pleasant dreams.
Sure.
Finally, my friends, it appears your luck has run out. I trust you're not the only team Colonel Fury has attempting to stop the Masters of Evil. Atuma allowed me free reign of the catacombs in return for the sonic emitters. And I just now located our prize, the Tome of Asari. I'm sorry, but I have no time for questions. I must be on my way to the Valley of Spirits. But before I go, allow me to summon a little entertainment. It's the least I can do.
Many thanks. Atlantis owes you a debt of gratitude. And Namor would like to say something.
Surface dwellers, I'll have you know I was perfectly capable of handling the situation alone. Yes, well, you did. So I suppose I should thank you. You now have my permission to leave Atlantis.
You did a good job in Atlantis. Who knows? Atlanteans may even start to tolerate us surface dwellers. And that's why your next stop is his palace, in the Valley of Spirits. Yes, I want you to discuss things with Mandarin. Find out what the Masters of Evil are planning. Talk to Black Widow for additional information. Or see Mr. Wingfoot if you're ready to go now.
The nanotechnology team will be meeting in the electronics lab.
That password you gave me worked like a charm. I had no problems getting into S.H.I.E.L.D.'s database. You are gonna love this. The Imperium, it's a S.H.I.E.L.D. think tank. You know, one of those places where they get no. But I can find out by hacking into the S.H.I.E.L.D. priority database. But I need help from one of the few guys who can crack that code. C.B. Cebulski, or a guy named Baroj. I need you to talk to Hank Pym and find out which of those two guys I can trust. Hey, what up? Oh, that's where data for all the super secret projects is kept. I've never hacked it before. Oh, yeah. The S.H.I.E.L.D. priority database is like... It's like one of the They are the creme de la creme of computer geeks. CB and Baroj are the only two guys who've made their way into S.H.I.E.L.D. files. Well, and live to tell about it. I'd like to think there's honor amongst thieves, but, either one of those guys could turn me in. Just for... It's not like I got something better to do.
Mr. Stark, there's a Harold Hogan online too for you.
Hey, Spider-Man. What's the word?
Grease.
Mr. Stark?
Their advanced technology that Mandarin took from the wreckage of an alien starship. He adapted them to serve as weapons. They offer a wide range of attacks, from force fields to ice blasts to disintegration beams. They make Mandarin a very dangerous man. That's a robot created by Mandarin to battle Iron Man. It's huge from what I hear. Ultimo's programmed to destroy all life in its path. The skin covering the robot is virtually indestructible, and its power source is nearly limitless. Cebulski? Oh yeah, I knew him back at MIT. A real computer genius. Too bad he ran with the hacker crowd. On a dare, CB tapped into the financial system of a major electric company and gave everyone 50 cents off their next bill. Yeah, but I've got to hand it to CB. He never gave up the names of the other hackers he worked with, even when he was threatened with jail. No. Try Vision. I bet he'd know. No problem. And come back anytime you want.
Welcome. Do you have a question for me? He was the son of one of the richest men in China, but he was orphaned at an early age and was raised by an aunt who despised the world. Yes, something of a scientific wonderkind. Mandarin attended very prestigious schools both in China and abroad. There was a change in the power structure of China, and Mandarin lost all of his wealth and power. Anxious to return to that lifestyle, he ventured into the Valley of Spirits in hopes of making a major discovery. It is an area in China that had long been deserted. There, Mandarin located the shattered hulk of an ancient alien starship. The Axon Kar, dragon-like creatures from the planet Maklu 4. Within the ship, Mandarin discovered advanced technology he was able to turn to his own uses. Barouge. Yes, he is a computer criminal from Canada, wanted in several countries for ID theft. Definitely. Barouge has executed several very sophisticated crimes, but I would recommend you stay away from him. He is not trustworthy. The last time he was caught, Barouge gave the authorities the names of his accomplices in exchange for his freedom. No, but Hank Pym might. I am glad to be of assistance.
Mr. Stark, there's a Harold Hogan on line 2 for you.
Hey, what up?
Hi, can I help you? Yes. People are saying she was trying to get information to Doom during the helicarrier battle, but I don't believe it. There's still not enough evidence to convince me, and if you can't convince me, Fury will never believe you. Anytime, friend.
I am glad we were able to help the Atlanteans. While Namor is somewhat headstrong, he is a good ruler. My father, T'Chaka, was the king before me, but he was killed protecting our country's vibranium from Ulysses' claw. No, it was not that easy. First, I had to battle 6 of Wakanda's greatest warriors, and then I had to locate a very rare heart-shaped herb. After that, I was named ruler of Wakanda, and it is a very rare metal that absorbs any type of vibration, from sound waves to the explosion of a bomb. Indeed, it is woven into the fabric of my suit, and was used in the manufacture of Captain America's shield. Many have tried. All of them have failed at the hands of the Black Panther. Although Mandarin did come close once. Actually, his scheme was far more diabolical. He wanted to convert the vibranium into an element that would melt all metal on Earth. Luckily, he failed. You are quite welcome.
Greetings. I trust all went well in Atlanta. All this commotion with the S.H.I.E.L.D. personnel has me somewhat flustered, I'm afraid. And then there's the matter of the seedy characters lurking about. Yes, I find this Mr. Weasel to be quite unnerving. You never know where he's going to pop up next. Not to worry. The S.H.I.E.L.D. personnel will not find out about him from me. They haven't set foot in this area. I think Colonel Fury and his people prefer to stay near their equipment. You have my solemn word on it. It was my pleasure.
I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to seeing Mandarin again. It's gonna be like old times. Oh yeah, me and Mandarin go way back. I've been locked up in his palace so many times I've thought about having my mail forwarded there. A genius, psychotic, delusional, and out to kill me with a vengeance. It all started when I was kidnapped back in my youth. My heart was damaged, and my kidnapper refused to get me medical treatment until I created weapons for him. No. Another scientist and I designed armor that would keep my heart beating as well as help us get away. The armor worked, but my friend died during the escape. Yes. For the longest time, I wore a chest plate that acted as a pacemaker. No, my condition was corrected, and now my heart is fine. Anytime, my friend.
Hey, bub. What's up? Sure thing, bub.
All right. Mr. Stark, there's a Harold Hogan on line 2 for you.
Hello, Elektra.
Hello, Black Widow.
He is a genius who has developed 10 rings of power from alien technology. His palace in the Valley of Spirits is protected by a gigantic robot known as Ultimo. Very. But Iron Man could fill you in on the specifics. He and Mandarin have been arch enemies for years. It is a valley in mainland China, where Mandarin discovered the wreckage of an ancient starship. The Axankar, dragon-like creatures from the planet Maklu 4. Their technology is still centuries ahead of us. He reassembled it in a deserted castle in the Valley of Spirits. And while working with this advanced machinery, he also discovered the Maklu and power rings. They were intended to serve as energy sources for the warp drive engines of the alien starship. But Mandarin converted them to his own twisted needs. You are most welcome.
All right.
Welcome back from Atlantis, Spider-Woman.
Thank you, Natasha.
Would like you to announce that today is Ben Grimm's
You are most...
birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Mr. Grimm.
While you're at Mandarin's palace, I need you to bring back the latest Ultimo schematics. Sir, is there something else you needed?
Mr. Stark, there's a Harold Hogan online.
No one's sure. Tome of Asarius is an ancient mystical text that explains alternate dimensions.
Mr. Stark, there's Miss
It deals
Mary
primarily
and
with
Miss
Mephisto's
Heather
realm,
here that
the
may
Halls of
want me to
Fear,
see you.
and the Shadow Realm. All we know is that they've taken the Super Soldier Serum, the Mutant Amplifier, and the Tome of Asarius. That's the question everyone's trying to answer. So far, we don't even have a guess. And that's why you're going to talk to Mandarin. According to Namorita, the sonic emitters are completely destroyed and the Atlanteans have begun cleanup of their city. No, quite the opposite. They're grateful. They understand you had to battle them to save their city from Atuma. Certainly.
Line 5, Colonel Fury. Mr. Stark, there's a Harold Hogan on line 2 for you. Mr. Stark, there's Miss Bambi and Miss
Hi.
Heather here
Can I
that
take
may
you somewhere?
want me to see you.
Loki, are you certain your ploy in Atlantis worked?
My good doctor, how could you doubt the god of mischief? My performance as Mandarin was flawless. Rest assured, the heroes will travel to the Valley of Spirits.
I wonder who will be the worst for this confrontation. The heroes or Mandarin?
It matters not, so long as one of them pays the ultimate price.
The traitorous Mandarin will most likely meet his demise. But not without destroying several of Fury's lackeys first.
Indeed. I would find it most enjoyable if my dear brother Thor were to fall in battle, long as he been a thorn in my side. Oh, don't look so sad, Enchantress. When our ultimate plan is realized, you will find others more worthy of your attention than Thor.
I should hope so, Loki. Still, it saddens me that Thor must die. He is truly a god to be admired.
That pompous fool's overdeveloped physique is nothing compared to my conniving intellect. Now, I have longed to crush his self-righteous countenance beneath my booted heel.
Silence! All of you. My scanners show the heroes are in the Valley of Spirits. We have set the stage, and the players have arrived. Now, let us watch and see who will survive this tale of deception.
Excellent. Now all you have to do is track down Mandarin and see what he knows about the Masters of Evil.
That's right. I won. Fear me. fear me. Fear me. You're lucky. That's right, I won. Fear me. Mind if I do my happy dance?
I don't think so.
I hope this wasn't your day job.
Mind if I do my happy...
What have we here? Could this be the amazing Spider-Woman I've heard so much about?
Close, but no cigar. You must be thinking of the amazing Spider-Man.
No. It is you who are amazing. I have never beheld such a beautiful creature before.
Put your hormones in neutral, Pierre. You're having a reaction to my pheromones. It's a power I can't fully control yet.
Perhaps you are right. I do find it difficult to...
Yeah, I get that a lot. Particularly in battle situations, like now.
Dance?
Okay.
All right.
Sure.
So, still you persist in this foolish quest of attacking me in my palace? Very well then. I will unleash my latest creation. Correct. Its enriched titanium casing is laced with vibranium, and the servo motors are 300% stronger than the previous model. So you see, it will be quite impossible for you to destroy this robot.
Not much of a challenge.
Next time, I want to fight someone who doesn't smell like
Greetings, my friend.
That's right. I won. Hear me. I hope this mind if I do my happy dance?
Very well done, lad.
It would appear my creations aren't enough of a challenge for you. But fear not. My prototypes of Ultima Marks have more than enough firepower to make short work of you. Do enjoy it. Not as a surprise.
That's right. I won. Fear me. Don't go wandering off.
Sure.
Ugh! I attempted to become their leader. Needless to say, duty to defense to that exist. Most likely it was that pompous Loki. He has the ability to shape shit, obviously to keep you busy while they enacted their next step on their plot.
Team, once you're finished with Mandarin, return to base immediately. The Masters of Evil have kidnapped 2 X-Men, Nightcrawler, Jean Grey.
Welcome back from Mandarin's palace. It looks like the Masters of Evil managed to pull a fast one on us and kidnap 2 X-Men, Jean Grey and Nightcrawler. For the next part of the operation, we're moving our headquarters to another location. When you're ready to go, talk to Mr. Wingfoot. You have the Ultimo schematics. Good work. The lab coats are gonna spend weeks looking at these.
Colonel Fury, Red Roll is on line 6. Warning, a small
Hi, what's new?
missing, and Deadpool was left.
He's awake! Shield the castle! Now! Get him to the lab immediately.
Greetings, my friends, and welcome to my home, the Sanctum Sanctorum. I realize an aging townhouse in Greenwich Village doesn't quite match the opulence of Stark Tower, but I think you'll find it comfortable. The rest of our team has already moved in. I would suggest you talk to Colonel Fury first. He has information concerning our next mission.
Team, welcome to our new headquarters, the home of Dr. Stephen Strange. We moved because now that Loki's involved, we're gonna need magic. There's no better place on Earth for magic than the Sanctum Sanctorum. Professor Xavier has located one of his X-Men in Dr. Doom's castle. That means Latveria is your next stop. For more info, talk to Black Widow. You're free to explore your new HQ, but when you're ready to start the mission, use the Orb of Teleportation near Wong. Oh, it's you, Spider-Man.
Hey, Nick. How you doing, pal?
I invited him because he's the only one who can locate the missing X-Men quickly. Xavier is one of the most powerful telepaths on Earth. And there's that added incentive that he's the leader of the X-Men. S.H.I.E.L.D. analysts think it has something to do with the theft of the mutant amplifier from the Omega base. If the mutant amplifier were used on Nightcrawler, he could teleport anywhere in the world. And with Jean Grey, well, I hate to think what could happen. If her psychic powers were augmented and then she transformed into the Phoenix, she could tear the Earth apart without giving it a second thought. It was originally created to battle Hydra, a terrorist organization run by Baron Wolfgang von Strucker. Yes, there was a time when S.H.I.E.L.D. became so large it suffered from traitors within the organization. But with people like the Black Widow in key positions, we'll never have that problem again. No problem.
Hello. Welcome to the Sanctum Sanctorum, our new headquarters. Well, Loki's ploy worked. He tricked us into going to Mandarin's palace, leaving Doom free to kidnap Jean Grey and Nightcrawler. Yes, he is somewhere in the Castle Doom, and that is exactly where you are headed. I would advise extreme caution. Dr. Doom is not to be underestimated. When you are ready to leave, use the Orb of Teleportation near Wong. Located in Latveria's capital city, it looks like nothing more than a medieval castle, but it houses some of the most advanced technology on Earth. Doom prefers to use robots for security. These Doombots, as they are called, closely resemble the man who created them. They were visiting Dr. Moira McTaggart on Muir Island when an army led by Ultron attacked. Not seriously. Ultron's team did not waste time with unnecessary battle. They fought their way into the lab area, trapped the X-Men in containment fields, and then teleported out. Originally, I was a ballerina, but at the news of my husband's death, I became a spy for the KGB. I discovered the truth, that my husband was alive. He had become an agent known as the Red Guardian, and his superiors wished him to sever all ties to his past. It was no trouble at all.
Hello, I am Wong, Dr. Strange's assistant. It is a mystical device recently created by Dr. Strange. It aids him in reaching the Dark Dimension, where his friend Clea resides. Not at all. Once I have attuned it to the proper location, you may use it anytime you like. This is the Sanctum Sanctorum. It is built upon a focal point for supernatural energies, and is the home of my teacher, Dr. Strange. This is where Dr. Strange conducts various experiments into the mystical world. It also houses his vast collection of occult objects. It was no trouble at all.
Hi, what can I do for you? That's the Orb of Teleportation. It's for transporting people to different locations. Yes, I guess since he's the Sorcerer Supreme, he's the only one who could create such a powerful magical item. Ah, don't worry about it.
Who is it that disturbs my meditation? I see my student, Dr. Strange, has allied himself with correct. And no doubt, there must be grave danger in the world for one such as you to have banded together. Tell Dr. Strange that his master shall keep it.
I wonder if I could impose on you to locate the book entitled A History of the Arcane. Wong said it would be located somewhere in this house. Latveria is a tiny country in Europe, located near Hungary. It's a haven for gypsies, one of the few people Dr. Doom takes an interest in. Surprisingly well. There's virtually no crime because the country is patrolled by an army of robots. And thanks to Doom's genius in weaponry, Latveria is considered by many to be a superpower. He's the son of Loki, king of the Frost Giants. Odin took the infant Loki as his own son after defeating Loki in battle. Yes, but as the two boys grew, so did Loki's hatred of Thor and his desire to rule Asgard. You're welcome.
Masters of Evil recently abducted 2 of my X-Men, Jean Grey and Nightcrawler. Colonel Fury has placed a priority on saving them. Apparently, he feels that by locating the wayward X-Men, you will also uncover the headquarters of the Masters of Evil. Yes, with the aid of Cerebro, I've discovered Nightcrawler is in Latveria. Nightcrawler's location really comes as no surprise, although I must admit I'm puzzled as to why Jean isn't with him. But there's no time to hesitate. To get to Latveria, use Dr. Strange's Orb of Teleportation. It will send you there instantly. This is an uplink Beast created, so that I can access all of Cerebro's functions, even though I'm miles away. It's a large device located in the sub-basement of the X-Mansion. I use it to locate mutants around the world. No, but it can be dangerous to the untrained mind. That's why I will only allow the most experienced of telepaths to use it. Jean Grey and Emma Frost are both quite skilled at working with Cerebro. His real name is Kurt Wagner, and he's perhaps the kindest soul I've ever met. Hailing from Germany, he is devoutly religious, despite his somewhat devilish appearance. Oh yes, he's been with the team for years. His mutant ability to teleport has saved the X-Men hundreds of times. Jean is quite a talented telepath, and very powerful at telekinetics, more so than she realizes. And that power carries a grave danger. If she expends too much energy, there is a chance her personality will be consumed by the Phoenix. The Phoenix is a malevolent entity, capable of great destruction. Of course, come back anytime.
Dr. Strange.
We shall be victorious.
Spider-Man. Elektra. Spider-Woman. Invisible Woman.
Great. Another mission.
Greetings, humans. I am Clea, Sorceress Supreme of the Dark Dimension and friend to Dr. Strange. Yes, but be wary. This is where Dr. Strange stores arcane objects. Most are harmless, but some could
Hey, that name you gave me, CB Cebulski, was perfect. Yeah, he said all I need was a SHIELD security module. Would you mind talking to the Vision? I bet he has one. Hey, what's up? Do you honestly think any of you can hide from a super hacker like me? There is nowhere on Earth you can go that I can't track you down. Actually, Deadpool told me. Well, I climbed up a drain pipe and crawled in through a window. Then, a plant tried to eat me, and some tentacles tried to drag me into another dimension. Just wait till you get my bill. Nothing new. Far as I know, it's a think tank run by SHIELD. But I'm looking to find out exactly what it is they're thinking about. Well, I bet she's working for the other team. But we'll know more once I hack into SHIELD's Black Ops network and get full info on the organization. You can thank me later. With cash.
Greetings. I trust you have spoken with Clea about the dark magic she senses. I now sense it as well. It is difficult to tell. The magic waits like a creature on the hunt. It lurks in the dark, waiting for its moment to pounce. I'm sorry. All I know for certain is that this dark magic is the work of my arch-nemesis, Baron Mordo. Long ago, I had been a doctor of surgery and injured my hands in a car accident. While searching for a cure, I met the Ancient One. Yes, but at the time his student was Baron Mordo. I discovered Mordo intended to steal the Ancient One's power, and I helped to stop him. Since then, Mordo and I have been bitter enemies. He grew up in the Himalayan mountains some 500 years ago. There he was trained in the mystic arts, but was ultimately forced to battle his treacherous master. The young man then dedicated his life to fighting dark magic and joined the Order of the Ancient Ones. He outlived his compatriots and feared he would die without finding an apprentice. Then he met me. You're quite welcome.
Humans, I would warn you, dark magic is stalking this house, waiting to pounce like a wolf. Dr. Strange's most powerful enemy, Baron Mordo. My name is Clea. I am the Sorceress Supreme of the Dark Dimension. Yes, we are quite well acquainted. Years back, Stephen brought me to Earth, and I became his student. Once I had learned all I could, I returned to my dimension to free it from the corrupt rule of my... All I can tell you is, this house, the Sanctum Sanctorum, is the focal point of an immense evil. That is what most concerns me. It is happening now, even as we speak. Like a menacing vulture, it hovers, waiting to strike. A vile, dark sorcerer who has long been a rival of Stephen's. And though he has great inborn magical powers, Mordo is no match for the mystical might of Dr. Strange. Long ago, Mordo pretended to be a student of the Ancient One, all the time plotting to take his power. Stephen discovered Mordo's deception and attempted to... Of course.
Hey, did you see that Professor Xavier's here? With him on the case, Jean Grey and Nightcrawler are as good as free. Hey, come on. This is Professor Charles Xavier we're talking about. The guy's never wrong. If they'd been kidnapped by almost any other villain, I'd be fine. But this is Dr. Doom. He doesn't play nice. No, but the guy's super smart, and with brains like his, he's got all the superpowers he needs. What's not to be proud of? Look at the people I work with. Cyclops, Beast, Colossus, Emma Frost. They're all heavy hitters at the top of their game. Oh, he is 1 in a billion. Dignified, intelligent, and tough as nails when he has to be. He's the only one who could lead a group like the X-Men. I'm sure she had a perfectly good reason to be lugging that laptop around in the middle of a battle, even if she was awfully close to Doom's troops. Look, she can't be guilty, okay? And you know why? Because she's really hot, and I don't want her to be guilty. Be cool.
Hello. How are you? You mean because of the laptop we found on the helicarrier? No, it's impossible. Black Widow is a lot of things, but she's not a traitor. I know, because I fought beside her, and I've been romantically involved with her. And on a more practical side, she doesn't act like she's lying. A person's heart rate changes when they lie, and Natasha's heart is steady as ever. She has to be telling the truth. Yes. That's one of the side effects of having radioactive waste dumped on me as a kid. It blinded me, but it also heightened my other senses. I now have a radar-like ability to give me a mental picture of my surroundings. That was because a martial artist named Stick trained me how to use my new abilities. Oddly enough, Stick's also blind. right time.
Ah, you found the book. Thank you. This should help improve my knowledge of the mystical realm. You're welcome. Greetings, and welcome to the Sanctum Sanctorum. The one for accessing S.H.I.E.L.D. data? Yes, I still have it. I suppose there's no harm in that. You're welcome.
Well, what have we here? Oh, a brand new XJ9 S.H.I.E.L.D. security module. Sweet! Now I can do some you can thank me later. With cash?